All right.
Yeah, yeah. So, what is your personal philosophy? If you can summarize your whole personal philosophy into maybe like a couple of sentences or a paragraph, what do you think that would be?
That's a tough one because my personal philosophy is kind of a place inside of me, and it is the spaciousness of Buddhahood. And these are all things that I've learned from my teachers, but they've been applied to me in my life. So my personal philosophy is resting in naked awareness and developing compassion for all beings in this world and trying to rest in that naked awareness as much as I can throughout my day. Ah, ah,
Yeah, that's
ah.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, that's awesome, man. I like that.
Yeah.
And I've been having a lot of peak experiences lately, um, and just naked awareness too. Like yesterday, I have an old Cypress, like 1850 Cypress house that I'm in now. Actually, the studio's in now, and the sunset was hitting an oak tree, and there was an oak tree shadow imprint
On a very brightly lit, um, um, the wood was very brightly lit with the sun,
and there was a shadow of an oak tree. It was just so beautiful.
and it was just so beautiful. And I was just like, wow. Or looking up at cumulus clouds sometimes, just like, wow.
Yeah.
It's
Peak
just,
experiences in nature.
yeah. And I have those sometimes so strongly. And sometimes I wonder if maybe some people
Never have those.
I think everybody gets glimpses of that like eternal reality. I think everybody gets glimpses of it, but I think for a lot of people they just kind of brush them off. Like I'm sure almost everybody, if they go to like Yosemite or the Grand Canyon or something, they will have a moment of that
Ah,
experience.
yeah,
But
that's a
be,
good
they
example.
might be so covered over by their conditioning that it's there and gone in one ear and out the other. They're not dwelling on it. They're like, oh, it's just pretty. It doesn't move
Oh,
them. It doesn't stick with them, and inspire them to become a better person. And to
yeah.
access that state through other means. I'm sure everybody has experiences in their childhood that resemble, you know, experiences, entheogenic experiences that people have, interconnectedness, and I'm being, sometimes I'll be, if I'm on entheogens and I'm with another person, my body I will lose the boundaries between my body and theirs. And they say that when babies are very young, they don't know that they have a separate body from their mother. So I think everybody has those experiences in their childhood and in peak nature experiences, but I definitely think that some people are so programmed and conditioned that they're just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
yeah. They don't see it as like a spiritual experience, a, a union
Yeah.
with all of eternity.
Yeah.
And all that there is. Um, but man,
I'm
that
walking away from the AC so it's not blasting in the microphone. There we go.
That's one thing that I wish I can convey to the world is for everyone to have the ability of having peak experiences or of having raw, at least occasionally, at least like a
Yeah.
couple,
what
at least 2 minutes twice a day, you know.
Yeah.
just to have like raw, pure experience of divinity and eternity, or of just losing their mind, you know,
Yeah.
being mindless just for a couple of minutes twice a day. Call it meditation, you can call it prayer, whatever you want to call it. But I think it's different from meditation and prayer. It's just like seeing like sunlight coming through a window and like a window shade, and it makes a triangle on the white wall.
and just that experience of like the sun on the wall.
Yeah. Can you hear my baby?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to go back outside?
uh, I
Okay, I'm
guess.
gonna go. I'm gonna step back outside. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Okay. I will go walk over here next to a light so you can see my face.
It is what
And give me
it.
just a second.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. I tried, but baby's so like, what's Papa doing? What's he doing over there? Who's he talking to? So,
I know.
okay. Here I am. I've been in so many different during this whole thing. I've been in so many different incarnations. Here's my head floating in the darkness.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Disembodied, just your head.
Yeah. Woohoo! I'm wearing all black too, so it's like, whoa, man, floating.
Kind of like the dude on Pee-wee's Playhouse. Mekaleka High, Mekahini Ho.
Who? I never remember
Mekaleka
him. I
High,
just remember like a
Mekahini Ho.
talking couch and shit.
he, he was like the genie who was supposed to be headless, but is really wearing a black shirt and a black box. And he would open the box, so it
Oh,
was
okay,
like a
yeah,
floating
I remember
head,
that
and he'd
now.
say, Mekaleka High, Mekahini Ho, to make your wish come true.
I haven't heard that in years, man. That's crazy.
Mekaleka High, Mekahini Ho, everyone would say at the same
That was
time.
like his like magical incantation or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Mekaleka High, Mekahini Ho. That's cool, man. Um, so yeah, the meaning of life. What about to you? What is uh to you? What is enlightenment?
When I can rest in my inherent Buddhahood, like that spacious awareness underneath all of my thoughts and everything, all of the time. No distractions. And to be in the world, to be moving in the world and engaging with people, but never leaving that state of total presence, and to do everything in my life, all of my tasks, all my work in this world, and not for a second lose that connection to that inner spaciousness. That's enlightenment to me.
That's awesome, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I don't know. But I'm trying to think what else to talk about. Was so what's it all about? What's it all about? Why is there something rather than nothing? And who, what, or it is God? Is God?
For me, God's a little bit of a loaded term. I choose to just think of it as presence and awareness and energy that the world is constantly self-creating from. What it's all about. I could be really just like,
I guess it's
I
kind
give
of
me,
similar to the meaning of life, but a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah, yeah, it is. I don't know. I'm trying to not repeat myself. That's why it's taking me a second.
Yeah, yeah. What's it all about? Let's see. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are people doing? Uh,
People are scrambling around like rats in a maze, completely unaware of their true nature.
yeah, I know.
And it's crazy, man. It's totally nuts when you look into it. Like there's all of these Buddhas walking around getting drunk and getting into fights and beating their wives and robbing banks and being a racist asshole and all this crazy shit, and they're all Buddha.
I know.
Like
I
it's
know.
totally bonkers, man. Like
And man, they're like, uh, and routine too. Routine, getting stuck in routines. Like, um,
habits, man. Habits will hold you. Habits like they just they hold you down for sure. Unless
yeah,
you're cultivating positive ones, but that's pretty difficult sometimes.
yeah, definitely. Or just waking up at a certain time, being at work at 7 in the morning till 6 o'clock in the afternoon. You come home, you eat, you take a bath, might play with the kid for an hour or kids for an hour. Talk to the wife, go to bed, wake up, do it again. and
Yeah.
again, a lot of times at a very unfulfilling job, uh,
Yeah.
and you know, a very drone-ish type of job in fluorescent lights.
Yeah.
you know, and like they really they buy the lie that they're supposed to wait until retirement to enjoy themselves.
Oh, it's a horrible lie. It's people are getting scammed,
That's the
bro. It
worst of the
sucks. Like,
lies.
whew.
You know, they really truly just keep their head down, keep their head in the sand, just save their money until for retirement. Don't
Yeah.
all of their money for retirement, and never really travel or meet different people or read different books because they're saving it all for retirement. And
Exactly.
at retirement age, a lot of people die at about that age, in their 60s. Um,
Because they've put their whole existence into their work and their activities and the things that they do to sustain themselves, to make a living. And when they stop making a living, then they start making a dying, like
yeah,
it's crazy,
yeah.
man.
I know.
People get wrapped up for sure. I get wrapped up too. Like my thing is music gear, and like loopers and keyboards and shit. I'm totally, and I find myself getting so materialistic, and I'm like, that you need to knock that shit off, buddy. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, technology, I think, is a little bit different. You know, like having stuff like furniture and clothes and all of those things are at least technology is um, 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 like tools for creating. Say,
sometimes I acquire stuff purely for the joy of acquiring it, and like that
yeah,
rush of buying something and having it. And then you get
yeah,
the buyer's remorse and you're like, damn, I didn't need that. Like, honestly, if I had a really good job, man, I would probably have like several $1,000s worth of keyboards just in a room somewhere that were never being played.
oh,
Like that's what I mean. I would just buy stuff. So
yeah, I probably would too. I'm pretty bad at buying stuff off of eBay, like
Oh yeah, yeah,
eBay,
yeah.
because um,
It's so easy.
yeah, you just put, especially
Especially with phones now. It's
if
just
you
like
have your
I'm gonna
account
buy
already
something,
set up,
bam,
PayPal, couple of push a couple of buttons, bam, and then
bought
you
it.
get a package at your door like Christmas.
Yeah.
You get like a Christmas present at your door. Like wow,
It's insanely addictive. Online shopping, I think, is worse than retail shopping, because retail shopping, it kind of sucks too, because you got to deal with people.
yeah,
Online shopping, you click a couple of buttons, it comes to your door, boom.
yeah. You can sit on the couch. You can sit on the couch in your drawers. Just
Exactly.
ordering stuff
Exactly.
over and over and over, and you could find so much unique stuff.
Yeah.
Like a chakra necklace that I bought recently. It has the 7 different crystals that are supposed to align with the 7 different chakras. I'm
Yeah.
not sure, but I got it for like $2 on
Yeah.
eBay. When I got it, I think they might be glass. I don't think they're real crystal. I was kind of
If
disappointed
you paid
about that.
$2 for it, bro.
Yeah, $2, $1.99.
Yeah, yeah. I'd imagine it's probably
I
glass.
was like, yeah, I should have like thought about that a little bit more. But that's just a good example. Like, you wouldn't find.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't find. It'd be hard for me to find something like that around here. I could go
Hmm.
to a gypsy market or something, but there's not really that many metaphysical shops around here too much. Um, you could always just find unique stuff way cheaper. So I'm starting to fall into that habit too. And
Yes.
sometimes I have to check myself, like, did you really need that? You
Yeah.
know, or this or that.
The worst thing for me, man, is like lately I sold my laptop and I make all of my music on my iPad now and on my phone. So, and I got into a thing there where I was just buying new music apps because it's so easy to just buy an app. It's like a couple of clicks. And then I realized I had spent like $300 or something. I was like, damn, why did I do that? I don't even use half these motherfuckers. Like, I'm an idiot. What am I
Yeah, yeah.
doing? So that happened,
Man,
and then now I'm like, okay, I'm not buying anything until I learn to actually use all this crap that I bought. Like.
yeah, I know.
and then the time, just finding the time to process all this stuff or learn about these new technologies. Like I wish I could just do that all the time, but I
This
don't
is
know.
why I love having a couple music making apps on my phone, because I can just whip it out whenever I have like a spare moment and make a beat real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's great.
Yeah,
That's revolutionary for me. So I like that a
yeah,
lot.
yeah. There are a couple of apps. Uh, uh, they're pretty cool. That you can say anything even, and it turns into a really cool rap song. Uh, I'm trying to find it real quick. Auto rap is one.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's so funny. Have you ever heard of it? Heard it?
No,
Or
I work with like actual kind of like studio, more like professional quality like programs and stuff. Like I've never heard anything like that. That's hilarious.
yeah. Let me try one. Let me see. Uh, um, um, um. No, it's not. Mm, yeah. So, is it pretty cool where you're at? Like weather wise?
It, it's been very rainy for the past few days, but it just got warm today, so
Yeah.
that's nice. We were out at the beach and stuff. It was really great.
Yeah. So you're pretty close to the beach.
Yeah, man, we're like 10 minutes away from the beach here.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is. It was great. We just went and had a little ganja and a vaporizer and took a walk on the beach. It was just like so perfect, so perfect.
Yeah.
Love that vibe.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
I couldn't find it, but it's auto rap, and it's like you say something. It's like uh, Gayatri, and it turns to Gayatri, and I don't know, like it auto tunes it and
Yeah,
mixes it
yeah,
all up. It's funny. It's like super funny. Sometimes it sounds pretty good, like just saying whatever. It's
yeah.
super cheap. But
Yeah, I've,
yeah,
I've 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 been playing with a lot of really amazing. Like I really think that touchscreen is going to be the wave of the future for music production. Like we're definitely going to be seeing people using it professionally in not too many years. I mean, already there's a few like top 40 rap producers that are making songs on their iPhone and shit.
I saw
So
that.
I
I,
really think that it's going to be the wave of the future, and I'm just stoked about it. Like it makes creation so fun for
I
me to
know.
just have like a portable device with me anywhere. It's just amazing.
I know. It's awesome.
Especially what you can do with like sampling your voice and then playing with it, and I've made some of the most crazy freaking things. I'll upload something tonight and send it over to you that I made with just my voice. It's like an absolutely psychedelic soundscape. It's so freaking crazy.
Yeah, definitely want to hear it. Definitely want to hear it.
I will do that. That just the impetus that I need to get that shit up. Me
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm kind of getting tired.
too. Me too. This
um,
has been fun though. I mean, if it doesn't feel like we've been talking for like 2 hours, but we have. So
yeah, 2.5 hours, I think.
2.5 hours. Okay, yeah, yeah. I'm definitely ready to call it a night.
Yeah, I had a hard day at work today, kinda, and stuff like that. So, but we talked about a lot of good stuff,
Yeah, for
and
sure. Thank you.
definitely, you know, love to hear. I love to hear all your perspectives. We should do this again sometime.
Oh, absolutely, man. Please.
You
This
know,
is very
and
fun.
yeah, yeah, super fun, and I mean it's great. It's crazy, this technology. Like
I know.
you're in another part of the planet, but yet we're in the same room.
Yeah.
Face to face in the same room. The very first time I did a Skype session. It was real weird, like because it was with Crown Light,
Yeah.
and you know, so this person that I've been knowing for a few years through friends and just having conversations with, all of a sudden, is like his head is like huge head is like 'cause this monitor. I have a big monitor. This huge head, like
Oh, I can
2 feet
imagine.
away.
And it's like, whoa, sitting at the same table would be different because, it'd be like a little further away. But
For me, it's kind of like Star Trek. I'm like holding this phone in my hand and like looking at you and talking to you, and it's just so trippy. Like I love it. It's great.
I know, like,
Thank you,
like
technology.
face to face, different parts of the planet, face to face. That's good, man. That's a good thing in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
In order for people like me and you to get together and talk about these issues, these psychological, philosophical, metaphysical, spiritual issues to share with the world, and I think that it's going to be awesome.
Yes, I. Thank
And
you so much.
and so check out my book, Eternal Conversations. The link will be found below. Check out the Eternal Conversations podcast. Check out eternalconversations.com. And check out Gaia Tree's channel on YouTube. And what was the other?
Oh, Sangha Birds, SANGHA birds.bandcamp.com.
Yes, very definitely check them out. And peace, love, and light.
Aloha Elohim.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the spot where I'll end it.
Okay, great.
But yeah, man, it's been super. I'm glad to have talked to you finally after all these years.
Yes, I.
And
thank you so much, brother.
Yeah.
Thanks for wanting to talk to me. I really appreciate it. It's like, wow, somebody wants to like talk to me.
Yeah,
it's great.
man. Well, I've been through friends of friends just following you on Facebook, and I see the things that you post, and they're right up my alley, And they're, I don't know. It's like we are a kind of a kind of people. I don't know what to call it, man. Like pagan or druid or like say for instance the kind of people that go to Cosm or Intheon or Burning Man or
Yeah.
Symbiosis or my friend invited me to go to the Oregon eclipse.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Very similar to Symbiosis, and man, I really want to go. The tickets like he said it's like $400 something bucks.
That's insane.
I had to pay for it before 420.
Yeah.
Like and all this stuff, and it's like 10 days. It'd be a 10-day trip in a car.
Yeah.
And stuff. I'm like, man, like for me to go away from my wife and kids for that long, I'm like, I don't know.
They wouldn't come with you?
Well, I mean, he said that they could, but I don't know. It's like during the day.
Then it's even more.
Huh?
Then it's even more of an expenditure.
Yeah. And it's like him and his friends, they don't have kids yet,
Yeah.
So, and it's like, man, that would be such a dream. But for people like us, though, so I see that I don't even know how to explain it, I guess more hard people who are truly aware of hard dimensions and realize that this, the illusion, the Maya, and who can see through the veil. And so I've always seen that you're one of those type of people, and I like the things that you post. And I was like, man, that dude, and the beatboxer.
Yeah.
I don't know, like you just would always pop up, like on my Facebook, and I over the years I liked all the stuff that you posted, and I was like, man, when I saw
I was trying to remember where I met you, bro. I was like, did I meet him at like?
yeah. I know. Most people are like, I don't know, and so a couple of my friends over here who don't see through Maya, who don't see through the veil, they wonder, where do you meet these people? One of my friends is like, where do you meet? Well, just friends of friends, It just happened that way. Like I identify with those types of people. I don't know. I guess once you have like a really high dose DMT experience, then you will.
Yeah, for sure.
Wear beads and put on a
psychedelic shirt and go live in the woods forever because you know that this is all just society is so full of bullshit games. You know, you see through the game. You know, people riding around in metal boxes and wanting to shoot each other over disagreeing on beliefs and stuff like that. And it's like, what? You know, being more ecologically minded towards nature and the environment. Um, and I don't know. And once you see that you can't go back,
Yeah.
I think it's impossible to go back.
You can try. You can try to go back, and I know some people who try to go back, and it just ends up driving them crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they try to shove themselves back into society's box after having exploded out of it, and it
Yeah.
just totally like throws them for a loop.
Oh. Or some
There's some
people.
there's I'm a balanced guy myself. I'm trying to like live and work and move in this society while still being transcendent of it.
Yeah, me
It's like a
too. You know.
tightrope.
I know. Yeah, because you kind of need to, and it's wrong. It's better to be the bodhisattva.
Yeah,
You know, like it's better to go back into the world and just be a shining light, shining light example to others. You don't have
yeah,
to be all preachy and stand on the mountaintop and say that you have to believe what I believe and I've seen the light and you haven't seen the light and all this stuff. It's like no, just shine for inner light, shine, from within and be
with no
so.
strings attached. Not
Yeah,
you can have this light if you pay me $10 or whatever, or
yeah. For no
subscribe to
way.
my belief system, or
Yeah. No string. That's right. It's a good point. No string. Like not asking for anything in return.
yeah,
just being just being a shining light, just being happy, and then people will say, why is he so happy? Well, and for a lot of these higher dimensional people, I guess there's the best term, then they all seem so happy. um, Not most of the time, but you know I guess people who have touched enlightenment, like the Vietnamese monk that I've met randomly, sort of accidentally. He didn't speak English, but man, he was beaming. Like I walked into the monastery, the temple that they created, and there's no one there. And I walked around, and there's a house converted into a temple. So it was like walking into somebody's house, kinda, in a way.
yeah,
I was like, oh, took my shoes off and walked around, and there was a monk sitting in this room he was looking at someone on the computer, I don't know, laughing or something, and I was like, hey, and total invasion of privacy almost I felt, but he was like, oh, he jumped up and he came and he held my hand and looked me in the eyes, and he had such a big beaming, welcomeness and love, and
yeah,
total
yeah.
like zero attachment, zero asking anything,